Your home's value may fluctuate based on a lot of different factors. So it's no wonder that you might be curious to know, is your home holding its value given what's going on in the current market? What's most important to understand is that there's a lot of headlines out there, and local real estate is what you need to pay attention to. And it's not always the headlines that are going to tell you the truth, because of course the headlines have negative news and it's a lot of clickbait to get you to click on their information so they can drive more traffic. So having said that, I would stay away from the national headlines and focus more on local information, and preferably, if you want the truth, local information from local experts, not the news. Another thing you could do is just look at local data and interpret that information yourself too. So there's a lot of different websites out there that'll give you data so you can see whether months inventory is going up, going down, if days on market is going up or going down, and what's happening to home values. Some other very localized things that could be happening around you too are things like gentrification, or redevelopment, or rezoning. So there's a lot of things that could impact home values locally. And for the most part around us, there's a lot of positive things happening. There's redevelopments of shopping centers, there's redevelopments of zoning areas, just to make the quality of life better in our area. And so I think there's a lot of positive change occurring that will help with home appreciation. Another thing to pay attention to are market cycles. You know, in the winter months, homes usually take a little bit longer to sell and don't sell for as much money as they do during the peak months of like February through July. And so depending on the time of year that you're looking at information, it might fluctuate a little bit actually. There's longer market cycles outside of the seasonality market cycle that we see with the different seasons of the year. And that could be, you know, big economic changes that tend to occur every 10 years that we have. Another thing too is the condition of your home. You know, if you've let a lot of things go on your home where the HVAC is now 20 years old and the roof might tend to have a couple leaks in it here and there, and there's some other things going on where you haven't been in the crawl space in a long time and don't have an idea what's going down there. There's other factors that are kind of hidden that might not be as obvious that impact your home's value. And then of course there's other things that go on in the world like inflation, unemployment rate, interest rates. All these things could have an impact on your home's value. Now, one thing that's really important to understand is that economic downturn usually does not equate to housing market downturn. As a matter of fact, over the last 70 years, there's only been 2 times in history where home values reduced with the economy. Usually it's the opposite. Usually real estate actually does well at economic downturns, oddly enough. So if you really want to find out what's going on with your home value, I would say do 3 things. One is check out our free home evaluation tool. You can actually sign up to get regular updates on what's going on and what's impacting your home value. And it's very, very accurate. I have it on my home and I couldn't agree with it anymore. So it's very accurate. Another thing is consult with a professional, a local professional. You know, so you can call somebody like myself and I'd love to chat with you, whether you want me to come over or we can talk on the phone and give you my input on your local area and what's going on. And if you really want to have an impact on making sure your home doesn't lose value, you know, there are updates that you can do to it to make sure that you're increasing the value. Again, consult with me before you do that, just to make sure you're spending money on the right things. And then also focus on timing the market. You know, when inventory is very low like it is right now, it's a great time to time the market to get top dollar. So if you have any questions, please let me know and visit our website, soldwithdave.com, so you can check out your home value there and get constant updates on how your home value is changing. Thanks so much.